get the updates, subscribe to our channel, and for notification, press the bell icon.
Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Share Market Diaries. Today we will discuss about a new topic, or we can say a problem, a fear which exists within almost every human being who wants to enter the share market or has already been working in the share market for quite some time now but have not been able to attain success. Basically, this fear is that most of the people are of the viewpoint that the share market is a place to gamble and thus a very dangerous place. So friends, let's try to understand that this is the market actually a place of gamble or a place of business. Friends, in the last episode we tried to understand that share market is also a business like any other form of businesses where we actually sell and buy products. So friends, at least for me, it is 101% a business only where I make money from my money. So for me, it is not at all a gamble. I want to ask those people who actually call this market a gamble that what actually is gambling. Basically, gambling is anything that we don't know how to do and is done without any logic, system, parameters or source of knowledge, and we do it on the basis of just like a hit and trial methods. If I personally talk about myself, doing trading and investment is very easy for me because I know how to do it. Doing trading and investment is my passion, my hobby. At the same time, I have no interest at all in cooking. So, if anyone tells me to try cooking and make a platter, I will not be able to do it because I am not familiar with the ingredients to be used to make it. But if the same task is assigned to my wife, she will definitely be able to make a delicious platter using the same ingredients. Many people who are watching this video might be good at cooking, so will definitely be able to make good things out of the given ingredients, where some others might get puzzled just by merely looking at the same ingredients. This doesn't mean that cooking is difficult or impossible. The difference here is of knowledge and the ability to use the same ingredients in the correct way. I wholeheartedly agree that I have no knowledge of cooking, but if I don't agree with this, then what will happen? I will definitely say that cooking is not worth it. There are so many ingredients that confuse people. I am scared of it, and for me it's a kind of gambling. So friends, do you think that this attitude is correct? Of course you would say no. Why? Because cooking actually is not a tough task, but only if you know how to do it. Since I don't know how to do cooking, it is tough for me, but others who know how to do cooking are able to do it very easily. So friends, the moral of the story here is that I accepted my mistake, that I don't know how to cook, but still if I have to do it, I will have to learn it, understand it, and then implement it. The same strategy is to be followed in the share market, where we will have to understand things, learn them, practice them, and then finally implement them. Only then we will be able to decide whether investing in the market is safe or not. Remember, it is not difficult for a pilot to fly a plane, for a cook to make dishes, for an engineer to construct bridges, and for a doctor to operate a patient. But at the same time, these tasks are not only difficult but very dangerous and a kind of gamble for you and me. If you send a cook to fly a plane, although he might be a very good cook, but flying a plane will be a sort of gamble for him. At the same time, if you send a pilot in the kitchen to cook something, he will not be able to do so. The problem here is not the work, but their inexpertise of the people doing it. So the main point here is to accept the fact that I am an expert rather than saying that work is incorrect. Basically, friends, it is a human nature to take the credit of every good work yourself while blame every incorrect work on others, or even say that the work was wrong. Similarly, friends, share market is not a gamble, and even if it is only till that point where you don't know how to work in it. But once you are able to do so, you will realize that it is no gamble. Even if you search on Google, you will come across many such names who have made money from the share market. Do you actually think that the share market has also been a gamble for those people? Try to ask those people at least. I have never heard from any one of them that share market is a gamble. So actually this thinking is a myth, and we will be able to move away from this myth only when we change our view and our attitude. The need here is to move away from this myth, and we will be able to do so only when we change our thinking and our attitude. Actually, it is only our mentality and our attitude which allows us to do something and make us a hero from a zero. So friends, the problem is not in flying a plane or cooking or even investing or trading in the share market. The problem is only in our thinking, mentality and attitude. Here I would like to give you the reference of a great motivator philosopher, Dr. Mr. Shiv Kheda. He, in one of his seminars, said that if a person refuses to do any work, then he actually is trying to say either of the two things. Either he does not want to do that work, or he does not know how to do that work. So saying that I don't want to do this work actually means that he wants to do that work, but he does not have the ability and understanding to do it. In such a situation, he will have to learn, understand, practice and then implement the work, instead of saying that this work is wrong. But on the other hand, if he says that he does not want to do that work, then the chapter closes immediately. But in both the situation, it is wrong to say that this work is difficult, impossible, risky or a gamble. Here friends, I would like to add up another example. If you tell any service class person to start up a business, I am sure that 95% of the people would say that it is very risky, difficult and a sort of gamble to start up a new business. But do you think it is actually correct? If you look around yourself, you will find so many people who are doing businesses, and that too very successfully. So basically we can say that the service class person actually does not want to do business, or he does not know how to do businesses. Similarly, if you ask a businessman working in the auto sector to start a business in the power sector, in 90% cases the answer will be that I am okay with the work, that what I am doing, while the other is risky for me. And why should I go in other sector? But at the same time, my dear friends, there are so many other businessmen who are working in the 3 to 4 different sectors simultaneously. So what actually is the difference between these two categories of businessmen? It is that of acceptance and non-acceptance. So friends, the moral of the story is that no work is wrong, difficult or a gamble. The only condition is that you should know how to do it, along with the ability to accept it. As mentioned by me in the beginning, that it is our thinking and mentality that either stops us or takes us ahead. Another point to be considered, friends, is that people who call this market a gamble are always ready to invest in mutual funds. And here I want to ask them, why do they consider mutual funds to be safe when mutual funds are also investing your money in the same share market? May it be national or international mutual funds, ultimately that money is also coming in our share market only. So why are you ready to give your money in the mutual funds if this market is a gamble? If you ask yourself, the answer will be that the fund managers know better than you that when will the market go up and when will it fall down, which share will move up and which will fall down, when to invest, where to invest and how much to invest. So the moral that again comes out is that you accept the fact that you don't know how to do a work instead of saying doing this work is wrong, difficult and gamble. Friends, we in India have such a big share market with two huge exchanges where on an average the turnover of over 8,000 crore rupees takes place every day within a time frame of approximately 6 hours. Do you think that the business of this type of huge amount which is done in approximately these 6.5 hours is actually a gamble? But of course no. This, friends, is a very big myth, and here you need to change your thinking and belief, and then only you will realize that this market is not a gamble but instead it is a business. It has been very well said by Gautam Buddha that beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negativity, which means that if you keep yourself away from negative things, you will definitely be successful and many beautiful things will happen to you. So finally, friends, in today's episode, we have learned that no work, no business is a gamble. Gambling is only that work which you don't know how to do, and if you know how to do that work, it will never be a gamble for you. To get success in any work, first accept the fact that this work can be done and I want to do it, and then later or sooner you will definitely be successful in it. After making up your mind, you need to understand that this work is not impossible and it can be done. Then after that, learn to implement it with discipline. So friends, that is all for this episode. Please let us know your views about this episode and do comment in the comment section. And if you want to view a video on any other topic of your choice as well, please let us know. Do share this video with your friends, relatives and all other known so that all can also benefit from it. Thanks a lot.